point, I probably would. Well, actually, I think some drivers. Can't figure out how to go back. That might have a guy that wants it. Well, it looks something like, oh wow. Yeah, it's all right. That's so good. Other than that, there's something that does that. Quick out of it. Figure out how to go back. I'm asking you to show me how to do it. How to do it. Just push off. Drop it. You know, like a boom and yeah, but. Well, we didn't know. I mean, set in the shop. With everything. I think we stay inside. Then the big brush shaft. Stop talking about shaft.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Ready whenever you are.
Start early. How about we just say it's 1:30? All right, time is 1:30, and I'll call the July 9th, 2025 meeting of the Area Board of Zoning Appeals to order. Currently, we have 6 members present and 0 on Zoom of a 7-member board. If you feel your petition needs to be heard by the full board, please let the staff members know immediately, and we will table your petition until the next meeting when we have more board members present. We will first ask for the public comment from those sitting in the chambers and then call on the members attending remotely. If a member of the public attending remotely wishes to participate in the public comment portion of the meeting, they should indicate this by using the raise hand function in the Zoom and/or by messaging the host in the chat function. Please clearly state your name and address for the record. Board members, please state your name for the motion and for the second. Lastly, please silence your cell phones. Roll call, please.
Mr. Tavernier,
Here.
Mr. Byers,
Here.
Dr. Lau,
Here.
Mr. Vellum, Mr. Ritzmia,
Here.
Mr. Roush,
Here.
Mr. Schaefer,
Here.
6 present.
All right.
Okay, number 1.
Number 1.
20501 Kern Road, owner Glendale Bradley and Mary, husband, wife. Requested action variances 1 from section 154.070A3 to allow accessory structures without a primary structure on a lot in a proposed 2-lot minor subdivision. Zoning R, single family district, county.
This is Sean Klein, APC Director. So the property is currently 30 acres with a home and accessory structures. The petitioner would like to subdivide off 3 acres to allow for a family member to either convert one of the existing accessory structures into a single family home or potentially build a new single family home. In order to do so, once they split off that 3 acres, which they're splitting off from the southwest corner, which really is the most logical place to create the new lot, that will place 2 of the barns and 1 shed on a lot without a primary use. So consequently, they do need this variance. Staff recommends approval of the variance on the condition that a single family home be constructed within 3 years of the approval. It's a driveway entrance to the property, looking across the street. Those are the barns that will end up without the primary structure once this goes through the subdivision. Just looking down Kern Road. And then this is the proposed subdivision. Turning to the state law criteria, we do not believe that allowing these accessory structures to be without a primary use temporarily will have any impact on the broader community, such that they're injurious to public health, safety, morals, or general welfare. particularly in this case, as the structures are set back approximately 250 feet from the right of way. As long as we condition this on that 3-year time limit, we don't believe that it will adversely affect neighboring properties. This will help prevent future non-residential uses on the property. And finally, turning to the third criteria, we find that the strict application would result in practical difficulties in that they would compel the property owner to demolish existing structures, which possibly could be converted into a dwelling or could continue to be used accessory to a dwelling. And the only thing that's really creating the necessity for this variance is the fact that they want to make a buildable lot. And once they do build that single family home, that allows, it'll be brought back into conformance with the ordinance. So we recommend approval on the condition that a single family home be built on proposed lot 2 within 3 years, and I'd be happy to answer any questions. Thanks.
Does anybody else have any questions? No? All right, Terry?
Terry Lang from the Whiteman office. Our address is 1402 Mishawaka Avenue here in South Bend, representing the petitioners here. As Sean had indicated, this is one of those situations where the buildings are already there. They want to put, and they had investigated converting it, one of them into like a barn dominium or potentially putting in a modular home for being able to assist someone closer to where family is located there. So this is one of those situations where normally it would have been the other way around. We would be asking for the variance to construct that pole building first. This case, they're already there and they want to be able to build a home on that parcel that we're creating. We've worked closely with Sean's office to make sure what we were going to need for it, as well as we'll be doing, soil borings and everything through the subdivision process, through the Area Planning Commission and Health Department. And I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Anybody have any questions?
No.
So I'm doing a quick math here because I forgot. All right, so you got 9160 in square footage of the buildings, right? So if it's a little over, it's 3 acres, it says plus 3 acres, what's the actual lot?
Well, once we plat it, you'll be dedicating right away there too. So what you're looking at right now, it is a recorded lot, so there won't be any dedications. So we're probably within 1/10 of an acre.
All right, so my question is what's gonna happen here now? Cause if it's 3 acres, they're technically 2 times their main floor square footage, right? If I remember
Yes.
correctly, right? So you've got 9160, that means they have to build technically a house that's 4580 actually.
Yes.
So what's the probability of a 4,580 square foot house main floor being built here, right?
I don't believe that's the case. I think that might have been something that was overlooked in our discussion with the planning staff.
So, I mean,
Isn't 5 acres okay then? Where's the change?
Changes with agricultural, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not.
It's residential, it is what it is.
Change in Center Township.
5 acres is, it's 3 times,
The square footage relationship changes with 5 acres.
2 times.
cause it's still 2 times?
Yeah.
Isn't there 2.5 time on one of them?
Nope, just 2.
So
Well-
3 plus is 2 times.
Terry, is the possibility of converting the one still on the table?
I believe it is, yeah.
Okay, okay. I mean, worst case, if that doesn't work out, then they might have to come back for a square footage variance for the accessory structures.
Okay.
We're okay with doing that later?
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got. Anybody else got anything?
Well, I only got one question. What are they gonna do with the other 26 acres?
It's going to retain with the
Basically-
large house.
Yeah, they're basically eliminating all the road frontage.
to a certain level.
It's basically just going to be two home sites there, so both of them comply with the residential portion of the ordinance.
Yeah. But I was looking at the neighborhood and saying the neighborhood's all subdivided.
Well, as you get farther back, the property becomes less desirable for subdivision. It drops down and you get into some lighter soils and wetland type issues farther back.
Okay. Anything else? No? All right, thanks, Terry. All right, we'll open this up to the public. Is there anybody who'd like to speak in favor of this petition? Please step forward. Name and address, and you got 3 minutes, sir.
My name is Scott Hollett and I live at 60647 Crown Ridge Court. And my concern was with the outbuildings, what happens to them?
Are you for or against it?
I'm against.
Okay, sit down and I'll get to against here in a
Okay.
second. Sorry.
My first time here.
No, that's all right. You're fine. All right, is there anybody who would like to speak in favor of this petition? Please step forward. Seeing none, any on Zoom? My thing's not working, so I don't.
It's just one.
All right, so none on Zoom. Now, is there anybody who would like to speak against this petition? Please step forward.
My name is Scott Hollett and I live at 60647 Crown Ridge Court. And that's within that 600-foot range. And my concern is with these outbuildings that maybe somebody would want to build a house on there and start a dog kennel or something like that that's noisy. Are there restrictions for that?
Yeah, so you have questions, so dog kennel, we'll let him do a rebuttal, and then if there's still questions that we need to address, then staff or we can address it, so.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about the noise level. We live in a very quiet, peaceful neighborhood right now on Crown Ridge. And I'd certainly like to keep it that way.
Okay, any other questions, or, sorry, anything else to add?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
That's not.
Thanks, sir. Is there anybody else that would like to speak against this petition? Please step forward. Seeing none, any on Zoom? Seeing none, public portion is now closed. Oops. Terry?
I think the intent of this whole subdivision that we're doing right here is to create living space for a family member to be close to the parent parcel right there. There's no intent to change the use of the buildings. It's going to continue to be used as it currently is being used. It's just that we're adding a house there, kind of like a mother-in-law's suite, if you want to say, to take care of somebody, a family member there, and have them close to home.
Okay.
Be happy to answer any other questions.
It's just noise and potential dog kennel or something, so I think you handled it.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe in response to
the dog kennel, that would require a special use from the county council.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
I
and it
think
would
you're
be a
correct,
business. Yeah, they would.
So it would require an entirely separate approval process with 2 public hearings.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right. You guys got anything else, or I'll take a motion?
Dr. Lauk, I make a motion to approve the variance with the staff imposed conditions as stated.
Gary Ritzmond, second.
Okay, there's a first and a second. Mr. Roush,
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer,
Yes.
Dr. Lauk,
Yes.
Mr. Ritzma,
Yes.
Mr. Roush, or I'm sorry, Mr. Tavernier.
Forgot Tom. Yes.
Oh, I forgot. Mr. Byers. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
That's all right. All right, based on testimony presented here today, after careful consideration, the area board of zoning appeals grants your variance and will issue written findings of the facts. Thank you.
Okay, petition 2, location 54658 Quince Road. Owner Holdren Dennis W. and Jacqueline M. JT Rev Trust. And as Cortices with Life Estates. Requested action variance 1 from section 154.070C2A1 to allow a detached accessory structure building area of 4,000 square feet where a maximum of 2,550 square feet is permitted. Zoning R, single family district, county.
Good afternoon, Fariel Sharif, Area Plan Commission staff. This property is in Warren Township, not too far from the Leidick area. The lot has street frontage pretty similar to other residential lots, but it does have some extra area to the rear, specifically in the southeast corner. Petitioner would like to construct a 48 by 64 pole barn in the rear area. On site is an existing 24 by 32 garage, as well as other various accessory structures, including a 20 by 20 shed building, a 16 by 20 and a 16 by 20 shed building, both behind the house. There's also a smaller 10 by 16 shed on the property. I'm making these tables when we get petitions like these. Hopefully they're helpful. Petitioner has suggested that 2 of those accessory structures, the 2 sheds behind the house I mentioned, would be removed. This still results in a 57% increase over what is permitted by right. While we don't think the pole barn would necessarily have an adverse impact on the larger community, we don't find that there's any conditions on the property that warrant the larger increase, so staff is recommending denial. This is the existing property. Here are some of the existing structures as viewed from the road. The new pole barn could be visible from this property to the south and may also be visible from the homes that abut the north rear lot line, which I don't have pictures of. This is directly across Quince. There are accessory structures on nearby properties. None of them appear to be as large as what is being requested. This is the site plan provided by the petitioner. The new pole barn is in the back area, and the structures that are highlighted in the purple and the blue is what they would remove. Looking at state law criteria, it's unlikely that the new barn would be visible from the road to present an impact to the broader community, safety, or morals. Additionally, the removal of some small accessory structures into one larger structure may improve the appearance of the property. However, generally allowing larger accessory structures on residential lots could degrade the character of those residential districts by making it seem less residential in nature. As I stated, those size pole barns don't appear to be typical in the area from what we found. Finally, while the lot does have some additional area to the rear, the area permitted by right would appear to be adequate for typical storage needs of accessory structures, and there's nothing apparent that would warrant the 57% increase over what is permitted. For those reasons, based off the information prior to the hearing, we recommend denial of the request and can take any questions.
Anybody got anything? Lance?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you. Is the petitioner present? Name and address, please, and then you got 10 minutes.
Dennis Holdren, 54658 Quince Road. There are other pole barns in the vicinity. There's a couple of 40 by 60s. There's one, like she showed the picture across the street where the barn or where the garage is. If you look off to the left, see where this house is, there's a house like next to it that has a 40 by 60 pole barn. If you go on the block over behind me, there's a 40 by 60 pole barn. 2 houses down from me, there's a 40 by 60 pole barn. So I figured I'd put a 40 by 60 or 48 by 64 because we've got the RV that you've seen in the driveway. And I have, 6 classic cars and we drive 4 normal cars. So what I like to do is have an area to where I can put everything, because some of them sit outside right now. So it'd be for storage.
Okay, you guys got any questions? So how soon after you build this building are these 2 buildings coming down?
The first one, the 16 by 20 will be torn down Saturday this week if this gets approved. And the 20 by 20, I'll tear that one down when the barn is built.
Okay, and why is this 10 by 16 gotta stay?
That holds our lawnmower and stuff in it. It's got lawnmower and bikes and stuff in it.
So I know it's only 160 square feet, but that couldn't go in this garage once you get everything transferred over to here?
Oh, put in the pole barn
Or this?
or the 24 by 32? Yeah, we could. I mean, if that will help with the process to get rid of the 16 by, or the 10 by 16.
Okay. 4 dry wells, huh?
Yeah.
Phew. Okay, you guys got any questions?
No.
No? Donnie? Tom? Good. Thanks, sir.
right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll open this up to the public. Is there anybody that would like to speak in favor of this petition? Please step forward. Seeing none, nobody on Zoom. Is there anybody that would like to speak against this petition? Please step forward. See none, and again, nobody on Zoom. Public portion is now closed. You guys got anything else, or we'll take a motion? So here's what I got, and I brought this up earlier upstairs. If this was attached, the garage was attached, that 24 by 30 or whatever it is was attached, would be 300 square feet over, right? If we take that 10 by 16 down, that now puts us 140 square feet over. If it were attached. So 2-acre lot. It's not gonna be seen from the road. And again, it's a big lot, right? There's plenty of space for a secondary septic. When the health department finds out you have dry wells. And you know, the practical difficulty to me is I don't know why he couldn't do this, right? So.
Agreed. How do we amend? Just make that part of the,
We will make that a different conversation.
no, how do we amend the,
Oh,
what's gonna, just make the motion that way?
If you're talking about shrinking the amount,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can somebody do the math real quick?
Quickly, hang on. No, I can do it now though.
the math.
So.
Ariel's doing it.
Well, do we need to state the math? Can't we just,
Just,
Oh.
the structure, right?
It's the
You
structure.
want to put the number
Yeah.
in for the allowed square feet. Cause that's how it is in the ordinance.
The shed can't be more than double the house, right?
couldn't we just make a motion to include?
It's 1.5 times.
So it would be a motion to approve an amended variance
So you're
to allow for 3,840 square feet.
3,800, what?
It would be a motion to approve an amended variance to allow 3,840 square
Oh,
feet.
yeah, because you took the 160 off for. the
Yes,
other
yeah.
thing, Yeah.
Mhm. That would account for the
3,840
removal of that
square feet.
last little building.
That's what you wanted to do.
Or we could have just said, get rid of the 3rd shed. But you like it, I love it.
Dr. Lau?
You want me to make the motion? Is that
Somebody
by the
needs to-
motion
I
maker,
can't.
I guess, and the motion?
Get the dimensions from DJ.
So do we need your language, Brandy, or? Yes, so I make a motion, help me out here. I make a motion to approve the amended variance to approve 3,840 square feet with all other staff imposed language and recommendations.
Lance Roush, second.
To be clear, that was our staff imposed conditions.
Yes, thank you.
There's a first and a second. Mr. Schaefer,
Yes.
Mr. Byers,
Yes.
Dr. Lauk,
Yes.
Mr. Ritzmia,
Yes.
Mr. Roush,
Yes.
Mr. Tavernier.
Yes, based on the testimony presented here today, the Area Board of Zoning Appeals grants your amended variance and will issue written findings of the facts. Thank you. You guys don't have to stay if you don't want to.
We like it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice and cool.
All right, findings of facts for June 11th, 2025. Donnie?
Make a motion to approve.
Dr. Lauk, second.
Donnie with a motion and a second to approve the findings of facts, June 11th, 2025. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, we got what, two? Oh, I do have a second set. All right, so we got the minutes for May 14th, 2025 meeting.
To approve.
And June 11th also.
I'll
Let's do them all.
We can do them
yeah,
together
we'll do them
unless there's
separately.
changes.
Tom Byers, second.
Motion is second to approve the May 14th, 2025 minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right,
Make a motion to approve the second set of minutes.
June 11th.
June 11th.
Dr. Lauk, second.
Motion is second to approve the June 11th, 2025 minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Forgot to do this at the beginning, but welcome Adia from Georgia. She'll be spending a whole winter here with us this time. And we'll have fun with that. So thank you for filling a spot and gear up. Sean, you got anything?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right,
Make a motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn, seconded.
Lance Roush, second.
Lance is second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Fast one.
Those are fast as wow.
That's gotta be some kind of record. What do we got next month?
We already got nine.
We have 10.
Yeah,
What? I don't have, I
You
can't
push
get
it
it up on my computer.
You couldn't have sucked it in the email.
Like,
Yeah.
So people trying to get it at the end of the season.